She has given Hockenberry a boathouse key and prefers not to interact with anyone. The boathouse is of the same stone as the residence. At the inland end, a separate and well-soundproofed chamber houses the propane-fired generator that provides the electricity for the residence and for the pump that brings water from the well. The cabin cruiser is belayed in the lower forward chamber, tied to cleats in the floating slip and snugged against rubber fenders. It wallows almost imperceptibly as mild currents wash beneath the big roll-up door. A gangway leads up from the slip to a storage area at the same level as the dock. Here, among other things, is a refrigerator in which the delivery men leave perishable goods. Sturdy cardboard boxes contain the other items and stand beside the fridge. When propane is needed, they leave the tanks in the generator room, where they also leave 3-gallon cans of fuel for the boat. Now, Katie straps the grocery cartons on a dolly with large wheels designed to climb steps easily, and she pulls it up to the house. 2 trips are required to transfer the entire order. After she returns the dolly to the upper level of the boathouse and closes the door, she stands at the end of the dock, surveying this world of hers in the last 90 minutes of daylight. The sky is for the most part blue, though a filigree of white clouds decorates it randomly, like a long ribbon of lace unraveling. When the sun westers a little farther, those scrolls and arabesques will be transformed to gold in the oblique light. Decades earlier, the water was murky. The introduction of zebra mussels, which feed on algae, improved the clarity. The rocky floor and some shipwrecks are visible to a depth of 80 feet or more. Here, at the tail of the archipelago, facing south-southwest, she can only see 2 other islands. When she purchased this property, which is more than half a mile long and somewhat less than half a mile wide, its remoteness suited both her mood and bank account. In 1946, when the first resident moved here, a young World War II veteran, the island had no name, and he didn't give it one. The second owner, Tanner Walsh, a poet, novelist, and mystic, called it Jacob's Ladder, a reference to the Old Testament prophet who claimed to have seen a treadway to heaven. In the first week of her occupation, gripped by bitterness and anger, Katie thought of her new home as Bottom Rung Island. Back then, the climb to heaven seemed impossibly long and arduous, the attainment of grace forever beyond reach. The smaller of the 2 nearest islands, Oak Haven, lies half a mile to the east, nearer the mainland. It's a third the size of her sanctuary, with a large, shingled Cape Cod house that has a charming white veranda. She doesn't know the names of those who live there, and she has no desire to know. The other interruptions in the wilderness of water looms 2 miles south-southwest of Katie's position. It is 4 times the length of her property, and perhaps twice as wide. Watercraft and helicopters, some big twin-engine models, traffic between the mainland and that last, most isolate island, some days more frequently than others. The stone quay is long and formidable, with a deep-water port. On a few of Katie's outings, she's seen the dock bustling with workers offloading vessels. A facility of some kind lies at the heart of the place, but those structures can't be seen. A dense pine forest encircles the island, needled palisades that screen out prying eyes. The island is Ringrock, named for the immense pillar, a natural formation on which it stands. Even the Hockenberry delivery men know nothing more about Ringrock and never go there. If the helicopters bore the insignia of one service or another, that would be proof that Ringrock is a military installation. Except for the registration numbers on the aft section of the fuselage and shorter numbers on the engine cowling, however, none of the aircraft is ever identified. Likewise, the boats that visit there. The week during which Katie first toured Jacob's Ladder and made an offer for it, distant Ringrock had been in a period of relative quiet. She hadn't been concerned about it. The realtor, Gunnar Lindblom, implied that Ringrock was a research station operated by the Environmental Protection Agency. That seemed benign. It also proved to be a mere rumor. Perhaps some resident